Classic Roblox avatars, without a doubt, are awesome. They just have a really cool aesthetic vibe to them. I think Roblox avatars really peaked around 2008 to 2013. The interesting thing is, guys, if you have a look at people's avatars from back then, everybody was so unique despite the lack of accessories and clothing on the catalog. Some of these avatars are really cool. Anyway, fast forwarding to 2024, we mostly see awful looking TikTok trend avatars. I know layered clothing's very popular at the moment. We've also got tons of weird Afro bundles that nobody wants to use, but Roblox keeps making them. I don't know, guys. But anyway, right, there is still a very big community of people that really appreciate the old Roblox avatar style. And many of these people have been making classic inspired new UGC accessories. So even though these accessories are new, they look old. They look like they were made back in 2007. And honestly, that's a good thing. Like, many of them look really good. So in today's video, I thought I would try and make my own, but I wanted to try and make one using the old Blender software from 2007. Yep, that's the same software that the original Roblox hats were made in. So I have no idea how hard this is going to be to like use this software. It looks pretty basic, but we're going to give it a try anyway. And if you guys want to follow along, then go for it. So I managed to find a Blender software archive. It's actually on the official Blender's website, which I thought was interesting. And I went with Blender version 2.43. Now, I know Blender 1.0 exists, but for that, you would definitely need an old computer running Windows 2000 or Windows XP. Maybe I'll do it on a virtual machine at some point because I know that works. But anyway, let's check out Blender version 2.43. Let's download it, let's install it, and let's try and make some classic Roblox hats. So here we are, guys. Blender version 2.4.3. Yes, Blender from 2007. It's kind of cool how we can still get these. So this is in a zip file format, so luckily I don't need to install it. So if I just go and open this, oops, I haven't bought my WinRAR trial. You can just close it every time. So there you go. That's when it was last made. So what's that? February 16th or something? 2007? A heck of a long time ago. Maybe even older than some of you guys watching, which is just crazy to think about. But if we just go into this file, I guess we're just gonna go and load up the exe. Hopefully it works. I don't know how this is gonna be on Windows 11 because when this was made, I guess people were probably using Windows XP and Windows Vista and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's go and open it though. And oh, okay. Wow, that started up quick. And it also had a little message on there which went away. I didn't get a chance to see what it said. I'll find it on Google Images. It looked like some Pixar style kid or something. So here we are in Blender 2.43. Now originally, guys, I was gonna make this like a guide. I was actually talking over this footage, but then I realized that's kind of stupid. Who the heck is gonna be using this? So I thought I might as well just get on and make it. So the first thing I noticed was the base plate or grid or whatever you want to call it was at this like really weird angle, and it kind of threw me off a bit, but I was like, okay, let me just carry on making the flag anyway. So yeah, I started off with the cube. I reshaped it into more of a cuboid sort of rectangle shape, and this is what it ended up looking like. So to be honest, making a flag is pretty easy. I went into edit mode, then I was trying to subdivide it because what I wanted to do, guys, is I wanted to make it seem like this flag was blowing in the wind because that's quite a cool effect and it's very easy to do. So I kind of struggled here because this version of Blender is so old. It's so different to the normal version. You know, the 2024 version, which we're using right now, it's incredibly different, surprisingly. I guess this thing is ancient, but still, I kind of figured out you could hold right click and then shift at the same time to select these little points where I subdivided it. And that way I was able to turn this thing into a flag. I was able to make it seem like it was blowing in the wind. So I messed up a few times. I don't know if this was the quickest way of doing it. There was no selection tool. Like I couldn't drag a box and then select various parts. It was all very confusing. Anyway, I got the rough flag shape, so I inserted a cylinder mesh. Interestingly enough, it did let me pick the vertices, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, I went and added this, and yeah, I was really thrown off by how like weird this sort of like a grid was placed. It was at like a 90-degree angle or something, which was super odd, but I was able to add this cylinder, and this is going to be my flagpole. Now I just want to say this thing did get a bit squashed at the top and a bit like messed up, but I was able to scale it, and I kind of got it right. I did fix it later in the video, so it's all good. But as you can see, I've got a rough flag shape, which I will be fixing up a bit in a second, but I was able to shade it smooth, and I thought, you know what, that really looks like an old Roblox item. Obviously, I went to Roblox's old American flag texture because this is what I'm going to be basing mine off, but I'm going to be making the England version of this because guess what? I'm from England, if you couldn't tell by my voice. So this is what I came up with in paint.net, just a very, very simple England flag. I made it a bit bigger than Roblox's one because I wanted the quality to be quite high. Also, I just made it with the paint bucket tool, added in some grey for the flagpole as well, and yeah, I was happy with that. So jumping back into 2007 Blender, I I was trying to figure out how to add my England flag mesh. And I'm not gonna lie guys, this was so confusing. I had no idea what to do until I stumbled across this old Blender forum from 2007, so February of 2007, and this guy basically told me how to do it. Now he had problems with his Blender crashing, which luckily I didn't have, but he did also type out a very simple guide about how to add a texture onto your mesh. So shout out to this guy from a long time ago, he actually really helped me here. The only thing I couldn't figure out was how to like view the mesh once you had put it on the texture, which I did struggle with a bit, but I was able to get that sorted later, so it didn't really matter too much. One thing I wanted to find out how to do was to join these parts of the meshes together. So joining the flag and the pole, I did figure out how to do it, and that is what I came up with. So yeah, not gonna lie, I was pretty happy with this. It really looks like a 2007 hat. I went and exported this into my downloads folder, and yeah, I'll tell you what guys, we can actually upload this to Roblox in a second. Now before I upload this classic looking hat, I would just like to show you guys something very quickly, which I thought was quite interesting. So I know a few of you guys are going to be saying, okay, this is kind of pointless, surely you could just open up modern Blender and make a hat which looks old. No, yes, that's true. I guess it's not too authentic, but that's definitely something you can do. But there was one thing I found which was kind of unexpected, so I can actually prove it in here. If I just select my flag, if I just go into the wire mode, you can see the mesh looks quite strange, and if I go and import like a new cylinder, you can see they're different. So I never would have expected that. The meshes on the old version of Blender are literally different, and I'm kind of surprised. I thought these shapes would have stayed the same for like, I don't know, decades. I didn't realize they'd actually update them. But yeah, you can see here the old flagpole. It's totally different. I guess the flag shape, the cuboid, that's still very, very similar. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, so I just wanted to show you guys quickly. I'm not going to upload this version just in case it changes anything when I export it, because I know there are like new wavefront types. There's a legacy one here. I guess the legacy option is probably what I was working with in Blender from 2007. So I'll go and open up that Blender again. I'll go and export it with the texture as well, and we can get this thing in Roblox Studio. And it looks pretty classic, not gonna lie. In Roblox Studio, guys, I just aligned it to a Roblox character, and I must say, I really like how these came out. It looks really, really cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click it and save it to Roblox. Keep in mind, I already turned it into an accessory. So if you guys would like to know how to do this, there's currently a guide on my channel showing you how to upload Public UGC. It's very simple, very easy to follow. Go and give that a watch if you're struggling. But yeah, I'm going to add some tags, and we are going to go and submit this thing for 750 Robux. Yeah, it's around $10. Not very cheap to upload classic items. Okay, so it's done. Roblox approved it. That's good. So this is what it looks like on the website, and I think I got the old shading that I wanted, because I'm sure you guys have seen this on like the really old Roblox accessories. They have like a sort of weird shading effect to them. I know it's when you shade it smooth inside of like old Blender, sometimes they can look a bit weird, but to be honest, I like that. It has like a really classic vibe. So if I compare my one to Roblox's official one, actually I'll tell you what, I'll make it into an avatar first. I did just buy a ton of really cool remade classic accessories. I just want to say, I don't actually know if these guys made these inside of old Blender. They probably didn't, because you can still make like, you know, items look old in the modern version of Blender. Maybe some did though, because some of them do have the old shading. But yeah, let's wear my flag, let's wear a head row, let's wear some old clothes I bought, old Roblox logo as well, some cool looking glasses, got to get the old Roblox face, and we can wear one of these hats as well. So there you go. This is a modern Roblox avatar which looks old. It's pretty awesome actually. I guess I'll join an old Roblox game so we can see what it looks like. Retro Studio is one of the best, but Retro Blocks is cool because you can use your own avatar in it. So yeah, the cool thing about Retro Blocks is you literally spawn in with your own avatar. So if we were to play one of these games like Retro Skate Park, like this one's pretty awesome, I would spawn in with the avatar I made. I know their other game is like so much better because, you know, more people play it, but this one's just cool to see what your own avatar looks like in the old Roblox sort of, what would you call that? In the old Roblox game shading, it has more of like a plasticky look, because yeah, if you guys remember, Roblox characters were pretty much Lego figures, so that's why they always had this like plastic shine looking to them. They were supposed to be toys, right? But obviously Roblox now is like some weird meta Facebook multiverse disaster, right? Anyway, yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty awesome. If you were to show this to somebody back in what, like 2008, they would say, yeah, what's wrong with that? It's just a normal Roblox avatar. Looks like Roblox brought out some cool new accessories. I love old Roblox skateboarding. It's so hard to do tricks though. Like anything you like that, you would just go flying. Oh, that was a pretty sick jump actually. Let me try another one. Normally you would just go flying off and like, yeah, like that. It's so difficult. Anyway, that is how you make Roblox accessories which are new, but they look old. You can make them in the old version of Blender, which is free if you guys want to try it. This video was mainly just an experiment. Honestly, guys, you can still make these in the new Blender and they will still look pretty good. But yeah, that's the flag I made, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's a bit glitchy, not gonna lie. Maybe that's just like the plastic reflection. Yeah, I think it is, to be fair. But no, I like it. Maybe I'll give this away as like a free limited or something. Oh my gosh, I nearly forgot to do this. Okay, let me compare my one to the Roblox one. So this is Roblox's American flag, and to be honest, my one is very similar. Considering I didn't scale it, you know, towards the Roblox's one whatsoever, mine is pretty similar. Maybe my flag's just a bit thicker. Mine's actually positioned way better, because if you look at the American flag that Roblox made many years ago, it's like in line with the avatar's eye, but mine's like dead on center. So I don't know why Roblox did that. But then again, it was a very long time ago, so you can't really blame them. I'm noticing like the texture on the flagpole is a bit glitchy as well. Looks like the mesh is missing or something. That's a bit weird. For a classic item, which I made in old Blender, you can see it's very, very similar. I know it's like a very basic item, but it's not like I scaled them to match. So yeah, awesome. Maybe I'll make some codes for mine and give it away. I'm not going to do many codes because it's so expensive for me to make UGC stuff now. But yeah, I think my premium's expired actually. So I'll renew my premium. I'll make some codes. I'll give them away on my Instagram story, I think.